watching the Big Ten's greatest games.
Looks like we'll have a full house today for the Buckeyes and the Tigers of LSU. Final non-conference meeting. As we look at the starting lineups, Tyrus Thomas, one of 3 freshmen that start for the Tigers. Buckeyes, same 5 that we have seen. Buckeyes, of course, feature 4 seniors, including J.J. Sullinger. Both these teams averaging 80 points a game. Both these teams shoot 50% from the field. Today's officials, Gene Crawford, Bert Smith, Jeff Nichols. Bill, this has got a chance to be a classic.
Well, you've got 2 major conferences going against one another, and you've got the great contrast. Ohio State with strong perimeter play, one of 9 undefeated teams in the country. LSU, young but very talented and great leapers. It'll be interesting to see. The challenge for Ohio State is, can they keep LSU off the glass? And LSU wants to get to the offensive boards.
And the opening tap controlled by the Buckeyes. Last year it went double overtime. LSU winning 113 to 101. And immediately a turnover. This is Big Baby Glenn Davis. Missing, rebound Sylvester.
How about that ability, though? He comes up with the steal, takes it up the floor on his own. Doesn't get back to the other end. Terrence Dials answers quickly.
Ohio State wants to press LSU, and they force a turnover on the inbounds. LSU stepped over the end line. Buckeyes feel they can make LSU turn it over consistently because their backcourt not real experienced outside Daryl Mitchell. Dials against Davis. Inside Sullinger, he got banged. And the foul will go against freshman Tasman Mitchell. John Brady, in his 9th year at LSU, averaging 18 wins a season, 3 times to the NCAA tournament.
Anytime you have a young team, you want a good start, especially on the road. And this is a club that beat West Virginia at West Virginia.
Thomas with a rebound. Ohio State, according to Thad Matta, will not play a more athletic team all season than LSU. Mitchell for 3. Look at them crash the boards.
Look
Thomas
at the
again.
of this club. 3 cracks at it. The jumper went up. They kept it alive inside, and then the nice little tap in with the left hand.
Bill, LSU out-rebounds their opponents by 19 a game, as Thad Matta very much concerned about the Buckeyes' ability to stay on the boards with the Tigers.
Well, you saw Ohio State force a turnover with early pressure. That's their strength, and you saw LSU go to the glass. A lot of banging inside. Dials going against Glenn Davis.
Sylvester, left-handed, got the roll. And so many times how Matt Sylvester starts determines how he'll play. Big for him to get that first shot to go down.
Nice adjustment in the air, going with the left hand, little dribble drive. Butler starting against Mitchell.
This is Thomas, the freshman. Good block out that time. The lob to Sullinger. It was there.
Nice pass. Sullinger with both hands, lucky to retrieve the miss. Usually when you miss one going in for that dunk, it sprays a long ways out as Sylvester misses from outside.
And Davis, averaging 10 rebounds a game, yanks it out of there. 4-2 Ohio State. This is Davis. Dials with a block. Foster had it stripped away by Mitchell.
Good hands by Mitchell. Might have been a little contact. And how about the ability of Davis to take it on the drive to the hoop? Now he's down the low post. No contest when he catches it in there at 300 pounds.
Well, and this is the battle for Terrence Dials. The Buckeyes can't afford him to get into foul trouble.
Well, and the ability that Davis brings to the game, even with that size, as you look at the strip at the other end, is the fact that he can dribble drive. He's comfortable facing up. So Terrence Dials in one-on-one situations, you have to come out and respect him because he can hit the 15 to 16-foot jumper. He's made a couple of threes this year.
Here is Glenn Davis, 6'9", 310 pounds, a sophomore. who has lost 25 to 30 pounds from when the Buckeyes faced LSU a year ago. Now you look at him, Bill, he doesn't look 310 pounds.
No, he's proportioned well. He's put together. And what's so amazing, he's got that nice combination. Good soft hands and very quick feet.
There's the rebound, Lazar.
Terrence Dials went for the ball. The ball jumped a little bit on him. He mistimed it, didn't get a block out. And Lazar gets an easy one inside. LSU doing a job on the offensive glass here.
Yeah, Bill, they have 3 offensive rebounds. Wide open Sylvester, fouled by Davis, his first. And Bill, that's where Ohio State feels they can attack LSU. LSU, not a good defensive team.
Well, and part of the reason they're so young. They have quickness, they have ability, but they're just losing people at the defensive end. That time Davis coming to help out, picks up the personal.
So the 2 big men, Dials and Davis, each with a foul. Sylvester, a 67% free throw shooter, looking to tie the game here 3 minutes into it. Now the full court pressure.
After a made free throw, you'll see Ohio State pick up. This attempt not only to get the ball, but to bring the big people out away from the basket.
Inside, the miss by Mitchell. This is Davis. Look at him make room for himself. And he'll go to the line again.
Well, Tom, when he shows up, he makes room for himself. He is a big fella, wide shoulders. And this is why you have to block folks out. LSU doing exactly what they want to do, and that's walk people inside and get to the offensive glass. He just wallers around down there, draws some contact, back up to the free throw line.
6-5 LSU. Davis averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds a game. He's got a new number too now. He goes with number 0. Last year he wore Shaq's number 34. He felt it was time for him to get away from that Shaq comparison, Bill, and create his own identity.
Well, that's a pretty tough yardstick to measure to also.
Shaq, of course, played 3 years in Baton Rouge. 6-5, make that 7-5 Tigers. Sullinger on the wing. This is Dials against Davis. Davis with a rebound. Mitchell.
Ooh, he's just so quick and very good with the basketball. Tack Minor out with a knee injury. Their other guard that had experience coming back was injured this year, and Mitchell feeling he has to take a little bit more on his shoulders, and he's doing a nice job.
Sullinger for 3. Well, Sullinger, a 41% three-point shooter. It's one of the strengths of the Ohio State team. Now the trap, and they force LSU into a timeout. LSU with the ball and a 9-8 lead.
Both teams have shown their strength here in the opening 4+ minutes. Both key centers in this game have 1 personal foul each.
Davis lost it. Dials up with it. Davis, second foul on the big man.
And that could be critical. There's really an unfortunate situation for LSU. Your big guy on a loose ball falls over the opposing center. Again.
Watch this play. Garrett Temple with a jam.
Are you sick and tired of thieves and criminals figuring out easy ways to break into your house or car to steal your personal belongings? Now they're targeting your garage door remote.
Look, it takes only minutes to break your window, grab your remote, your registration, know your address, and rob your house.
Now there's the iKey. With the iKey, select your private code, hit enter, and it works. That old remote on your visor is like leaving thieves the keys to your house. With iKey, if it is stolen, it won't work unless you know the code. Don't give thieves access to your home with just a push of a button. Protect your home with the iKey.
The iKey usually retails for $129, but now you can get the iKey for only $19.99. Plus, get a second iKey for another car or garage as a bonus. Just pay separate shipping and handling. An incredible $260 value for just $19.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-898-2457. But call now and get a second iKey with all of today's orders. So call 1-800-898-2457. Call now.
I'm Mara Hugenberg. I'm a junior setter at the University of Iowa. Iowa is a very special place for my family. My grandpa and my dad both played football here. My dad went on to play for the '85 Chicago Bears that won the Super Bowl. He travels to basically all my volleyball games, sometimes on his motorcycle. I don't feel any pressure by having the last name Hilgenberg. It's more of an honor to be playing for the University of Iowa. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
Sunday mornings on the Big Ten Network. Explore the events, topics, and people making headlines around the conference on the Sunday Showcase. See the best original programming from Big Ten universities. This week, see an original music review exploring the wonders of the printed pages, written, produced, and performed entirely by Northwestern students on WAMU 2009. One for the books. The Sunday Showcase begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to the Big Ten's greatest games.
LSU with a 9-8 lead, and all day long we're going to reflect on some of the greats from these two institutions, like Gary Brads, who had number 35 retired.
College Player of the Year in 1964, followed Jerry Lucas, which wouldn't be a whole lot of fun, but he won 2 Big Ten championships after being a sophomore when Lucas was a senior.
And these two basketball programs, somebody knows so much about their football teams, but these two have equally rich basketball traditions. And you'll see some of the greats all game long. Well, Davis is still on the floor with 2 personal fouls. How about that, Bill?
He'll stay in the game with 2 and look for Ohio State to try to get it inside to Terrence Dials.
Foster lost it. Here come the Tigers. This is Davis on the drive.
Nice move. Little bounce, goes to his left, gets the soft jumper.
5 points, 3 rebounds for Davis. 11-8 LSU. Dials against Davis. Tried to draw that foul. He'll take the layup.
They've got to take it inside every time. When he has 2 personals, he stays on the floor. Just tried to play really just stick defense, and the big guy trying to handle it out on top.
Boy, the Buckeyes all over the Tigers. Now it's interesting. Davis is leaving the lineup.
I think John Brady saw that last possession. They went straight inside the Dials and thought, we can't afford this. There's that trap out on top.
So Davis is out with the 2 fouls.
Boy, that's what a senior does. Davis leaves. Second leading scorer in the SEC. Calmly knocks in a long jumper.
Darrell Mitchell averaging 19 points a game. Down low, Ron Lewis. Again, the Buckeyes are stripped of the ball. 3rd steal for the Tigers. Temple to Thomas. And he stepped out of bounds. A lot of mistakes here in the early going. And LSU cashing in.
Terwilliger now in for Dials.
Mays better be careful.
A lot of quickness on this floor today. You put it down on the floor, a lot of hands are wanting to help you dribble the basketball or take it away from you.
Sullinger strip. Watch this play. Garrett Temple with a jam. Biggest Tiger lead, 16-10.
And the big concern coming into this game was whether LSU could handle the perimeter of Ohio State. They're forcing turnovers.
Sullinger couldn't save it.
Not only are they guarding the perimeter, you dribble it in front of these guys, they're coming up with it. Nice steal, good breakout. 7 points off turnovers of the 16 scored by LSU.
The thing now about LSU, you look out on the floor, they still have 3 freshmen. Mitchell, the only senior with a miss. Ron Lewis the other way.
John Brady told us earlier this year he was looking out wondering why his team wasn't playing so well. He said we had 5 freshmen on the floor. Said he told his assistants, don't ever let that happen again. It wasn't his fault, of course.
Sullinger inside scores. 5 for J.J. Sullinger. This is the freshman Ben Voog. Gets away from Mays. Offensive foul on Ben Voog. Great job by Sullinger.
Nice job of keeping his dribble alive, but just didn't control his body after he made the pass. Dished it back to the open teammate. Didn't pull up.
Jamar Butler. He gets right by Voog. Voog got a hand on the ball. John Brady's Tigers up 4, 12-17 left in the half. Close to a full house here today in Columbus, and a reach-in foul on Temple. That's 5 team fouls on LSU. And remember, Glenn Davis on the bench with 2 personals. Chance for Ohio State to try to take advantage of Davis's absence.
Ohio State hasn't been moving the ball via the pass. Everybody trying to do it off the dribble. And that's really played into LSU's hands.
To Williger. Over Lazar. Well, you can see Terwilliger's confidence grow by the game.
And Tom, we talked about it in some of the earlier ball games for Ohio State that all minutes are important for Terwilliger to build that confidence, and it's for games like this and the rest of the way in the Big Ten. Yeah. Never would have thought about taking that shot a year ago. Nice pass inside.
An air ball. Lazar. I tell you, Bill, you watch LSU, sometimes their best offense is the second shot.
Well, when the ball goes up, they're so athletic, and they will go to the glass. Ohio State's playing man-to-man, and you have to get a body on a man to hold them off.
And look at the second chance points. LSU with an 8-0 advantage. And that's why the Tigers lead it 18-14. Buckeyes ball when we come back.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I hear Progressive has lots of discounts on car insurance. Can I get in on that?
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
Discount. Do you own a home?
Yes.
Discount. Are you gonna buy online?
Yes.
Discount. Isn't getting discounts great?
Yes.
There's no discount for agreeing with me.
Yeah, I got carried away.
It happens to me all the time.
Helping you save money. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball's greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network. BigTenNetwork.com. Your home for hundreds of Big Ten video highlights. Sign up for text alerts and find out when your school will be featured on any Big Ten Network show. Interact with your favorite Big Ten Network personalities and shows on Twitter and Facebook. And download our podcasts to take the Big Ten Network with you wherever you go. Big Ten.
At TireRack.com, we stock the largest selection of tires anywhere. But we don't just ship them off to your house after you buy them. We can deliver them to one of over 5,000 of our independent recommended local installers. Because the best tires in the world can't help you if they're not properly installed on your vehicle.
Get up to a $100 Tire Rack American Express reward card when you buy a set of 4 select Bridgestone tires. For details, go to TireRack.com/TV. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Discover how past lives, dreams, and soul travel can help you step out of the crowd and master your spiritual destiny. By looking within, you can explore your dreams, past and present relationships, and gain valuable insights to improve the quality of your life every day. If you would like to discover spiritual truth through past lives, dreams, and soul travel, then call 1-800-LOVE-GOD and receive your free copy of Ekankar, Ancient Wisdom for Today. 1-800-LOVE-GOD.
You're watching the Big Ten Network.
You're watching the Big Ten's greatest games.
Maybe the greatest offensive player in college basketball history. 44 points a game without the three-point line, Bill.
For his career.
For his career, yep.
Not like his senior year. Just an unbelievable talent. Great with the basketball. Pistol Pete.
Mind-boggling numbers that will never be duplicated. Look at that. 28 times he scored 50 points or more in a college game. Bill, the thing that's stunning is that Pistol Pete not only had a heart attack at age 40, he's now been dead 17 years. It just doesn't seem possible.
Hard to believe.
Buckeyes on the short end, 18-14. LSU leads it, nearing the 11-minute mark. On the drive, Lewis draws the foul on Temple, his second.
Lewis so good along the baseline, just blew by Temple, and no help inside. Probably frustrated he didn't turn that one into a three-point opportunity, as he had the open jumper. Fouled in the act of shooting.
Thursday night against Gardner-Webb, he was key off the bench. He will be again today. Again, the Buckeyes have a definite advantage in experience. Lewis, first year in Columbus, but third year on the Division I level. And Glenn Davis is still on the LSU bench with the 2 fouls. 2-point Tiger lead.
Nice job of attacking the pressure by LSU. Diagonal passing and then right to the hoop. Good strong move. Terwilliger trying to stop things inside. A lot of body contact.
But he got up there.
Without doubt. He had to.
Yeah. The other advantage Ohio State, Bill, has is at the foul line. Ohio State a much better free throw shooting team than the Tigers. As Lazar misses one of the 2, Sullinger runs it down.
Of course, last year all the Tigers did was what, hit 29 out of 31.
Amazing. A 3 to tie it with 10:45 to play in the half. Mays. Another steal by the Tigers and a foul on Sullinger. That'll be his second.
LSU scores 113 points without a bench point. 5 starters get 113.
Thomas, not a good shooter. Rebound, Foster got fouled. The 1-and-1 the rest of the way for the Buckeyes. Lazar will pick up the personal, his first. Impressive numbers for Jaquel Foster. 6th best shooter in the country. Now the Buckeyes all season long have an average of 10 points a game more at the foul line than their opponents. Today it's even. 19-18 Tigers. 10:20 left in the half.
Ohio State showing the pressure. Bounce in the middle. Buckeyes come up with it.
Butler with a miss. for the lead. Oh my! Did you see Tyrus Thomas sky? Sylvester with his first foul.
Thomas not only got up high, he got up with both hands.
Wow.
Snapped that rebound down.
He is a freshman, Tyrus Thomas. And a steal by Foster. Buckeyes with the lead.
Brady along that sideline trying to live with youth and with Davis in foul difficulties. Nice job right there, looking for one another against that pressure.
21-20 LSU, 9.5 to play in the half.
Ohio State trying to do it with the bounce. LSU doing it via the pass. They just threw over the top of everybody in that sequence. Bad pass inside, trying to get to Dials.
7th Ohio State miscue. Ohio State, Thad Matta wanted to do a lot of full court pressing today. LSU averages 18 turnovers a game. Almost a travel there. This is Tasman Mitchell to Lazar. LSU gets it to Mitchell, their best shooter. There's Lazar.
Just taking over inside on the offensive glass again.
Bill, they've out-rebounded Ohio State 6-1 on the offensive glass.
And those rebounds are turning into putbacks.
With Bill Hoskett, I'm Tom Hamilton. Inside, Sylvester had it blocked. We're greeting you today from the capital city of Ohio. Big crowd at the Value City Arena. Tom Hamilton, Bill Hoskett with you. 8:35 to play. LSU leads it 23-20, and they're doing it with those second chance points. 10 to the Buckeyes, none. This is Mitchell.
Not only kept them in the lead, oh my.
Tyrus Thomas. 25-20 LSU. That's 12 second chance points.
And with this kind of explosion on the glass, it gives John Brady the option as Terrence Dials rolls one inside to leave Glenn Davis on the pine alongside of him. Davis picked up 2 personal fouls. LSU stays with a 3-point lead.
6 in the game for Dials. Foster got beat. And that's got to be a technical, you would think.
Well, once you turn to look and see what happened, well, you're still hanging on the rim.
Blocked by Thomas. Thomas is all over this building. Tyrus Thomas, a human highlight film here in the first half. Watch this follow. Tigers by 3.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
And a 3-ball for Mitchell.
There's never been a better time to find the love of your life, because now through Sunday, August 1st, eHarmony's having our biggest free communication event. Connect with your compatible matches free using our guided communication. Visit eHarmony.com today.
Let's see the engine.
Sure.
Show me the Carfax. Show me the Carfax.
Horsepower, Fox power, same thing.
Before you buy a used car, get a Carfax report. It's free at thousands of reputable dealers. Just say, show me the Carfax.
Sports have always been in my family. My uncle was Gary Matthews, and he played for the Cubs. My brother is Fred Evans. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings. My mother also ran track, and my father was the first black national champion in the breaststroke. It means a lot to me to compete in the Big Ten, and once I broke the Big Ten record, it really set me on a different plateau to compete on a national level and represent the Big Ten Conference at nationals. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
I'm just really excited. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to make it this far. For me to be able to do that and, fight through it and, get to the top, I'm ready for everything like that.
Big Ten All Access, tonight at 10 Eastern on the Big Ten Network.
That's what it should be right there. If we keep improving, believe in ourselves,
Big Ten Film Vault premieres this fall only on the Big Ten Network. There's nothing like the excitement of Big Ten football Saturday, and now you don't have to wait until the fall to experience it. Saturdays this summer, the Big Ten Network is replaying some of the top football games from the 2009 season. This week, it's a rivalry showcase featuring a classic battle for the axe between Minnesota and Wisconsin, and the annual showdown between the Buckeyes and Wolverines. Big Ten football replays, Saturdays only on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to the Big Ten's greatest games.
Well, there's no question. They've picked up 5 steals from Ohio State already in the early going, picking up the ball off the dribble and then doing a great job on the offensive glass.
And Jaquel Foster's not been able to get it going yet. Last year he had 20 points in LSU, all in the second half. Here they come.
3-on-2 once they break the press, and they missed an easy one that time.
But they get another chance. This is Mitchell to Thomas. Mitchell, a good shooter. And a 3-ball for Mitchell. Coach John Brady said it was critical that Mitchell hit some threes today to try to take people off their inside game.
Well, they out-hustled Ohio State to the ball and then just passed it well on the perimeter to find Mitchell. There's Terrence Dials down inside going to work. With Davis on the bench, he gets one second effort of his own.
8 for Dials, but the Buckeyes have not cashed in on Davis being on the bench. LSU dominating the offensive glass and cashing in. The lob. This is Thomas, followed by Butler. First on Butler, 6th on the Buckeyes.
Butler doing a good job of helping out inside. Tried to get a hand on the ball before Thomas could get airborne.
Thomas in the line for LSU shooting 2.
Got a piece of the ball, a piece of the wrist, picks up a personal foul.
Now this is where LSU struggles, at the foul line.
Pardon?
Yeah, never fails. Thomas, a 57% free throw shooter. Last year, Thomas missed his freshman year with a neck injury. So he is a redshirt freshman out of Baton Rouge. He is one of 5 players that hail from Baton Rouge or the immediate area.
They shoot about 62% from the free throw line on the season. That time they get 1 out of 2.
Deflected out by Thomas. He's about as active as anybody you'll see.
Well, he's so long also. Long arms. Moved to the ball well there. Was actually beaten for a moment and just recovered with the length of that arm, knocking the ball away. Dials with a big weight advantage on Thomas down in that low post.
Another turnover on Ohio State. That's their 8th.
Boy, called for a travel.
LSU, even with Glenn Davis on the bench, getting a sterling effort from Daryl Mitchell and Tyrus Thomas. Lead at 29-24. When Davis went out with 14 and a half minutes left in the half, LSU had a 1-point lead. Now they lead by 5 at the 6-minute mark. This is Davis back in there and scoring.
Immediate impact. First possession down, LSU with their largest lead.
Buckeyes averaging 80 points a game. Struggling today with the mistakes. Sylvester throws it away. Sylvester with a blocking foul. That's his 2nd.
That's exactly what LSU is doing to the Buckeyes so far in this first half.
Bill, is LSU running an offense, or is it simply their offensive rebounding?
Well, a big portion of their offense in this first half has been going against Ohio State's pressure. And once they break pressure, they just take it to the hoop. But they've done a good job of trying to move people and move the basketball.
Ivan Harris for Matt Sylvester. And Daryl Mitchell has 10 points, and LSU with its biggest lead, 33-24. Tigers on an 8-2 run. Lewis with a miss. Buckeyes with a second opportunity. Butler for three. Kept alive by Harris. This is Mitchell. He is lightning quick.
Ohio State with a couple decent looks that time down. Neither one dropping. Here's Davis on a little face-up move.
Tasman Mitchell. And right now the Tigers up 11. This is a team that lost to Northern Iowa. And the Buckeyes want to call a timeout. Ohio State, normally as good as anybody in the country shooting the three, not today. Here's Butler. Butler. The follow by Dowers. He'll go again.
Ever wonder who's searching for you?
I have 7 people searching for me? 7?
Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading people search site. Just type in your name and see if someone is searching for you for free.
Could be an old boyfriend.
At mylife.com, there are millions of unclaimed messages. You could have messages waiting for you right now. Go to mylife.com, type in your name, and see if someone is searching for you right now for free.
It started out as a simple football cheer. Today, it has become more. Much more. A bond between students, teachers, and alumni. A proud union that makes the world a better place through research and service. On campus, across the state, and around the world. It's an expression of community for Buckeyes everywhere.
Sunday mornings on the Big Ten Network. Explore the events, topics, and people making headlines around the conference on the Sunday Showcase. See the best original programming from Big Ten universities. This week, see an original music review exploring the wonders of the printed pages, written, produced, and performed entirely by Northwestern students on WAMU 2009. One for the books. The Sunday Showcase begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network. All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball's greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network.
There's the numbers. Remember, Glenn Davis sat about 8 minutes with foul trouble. He's back on the LSU bench. They actually increased the lead with Davis on their bench. A whistle away from the ball. It goes against the Buckeyes. Ivan Harris. A moving screen. That is 10 turnovers on Ohio State.
And that's a momentum breaker of any type when you come out of a dead ball situation and pick up an offensive foul away from the ball.
Buckeyes have almost matched their per game average in turnovers in the first half. Thomas, not a good shooter from outside, but today everything's going his way. Wow.
Well, they took Davis back out. They brought Thomas out high to pull Dials away from the basket. And you look at the numbers and you would say, granting that shot, Terrence Dials with an aggressive screen.
Lewis trying to draw contact and does. 2 of 2 at the line today. LSU now on a 12-3 run to build up a 12-point lead with 4:09 to play. But a long way to go in this one. We're only in the first half. Mitchell with the ball has 10 points.
Ohio State tries some full court pressure, then drops back man to man.
There's the steal. Foster and Butler. Butler. The
job of running the floor, not taking for granted that the guards are going to get it to go, and you can't take anything for granted in this one. And that ball goes up on the glass at either end. There's people after it.
This is Thomas. He kept it alive. He'll go at it again. Run down by Dials. Buckeyes down 9. Lewis for 3.
Got the crowd back into it.
Maybe Jaquel Foster's waiting for the second half like he did a year ago in Baton Rouge when he scored 20.
But I thought it was a good timeout by John Brady.
Oh, it's a blocking foul. All right, folks, put the whistle in your mouth. You make the call. Tigers by 6.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
You boys remind me of the good old days when you knew your local mechanic. Got the best prices on everything. Any place like that around these days? You know, you boys look good for your age.
Right now at Pep Boys, get a Valvoline do-it-yourself oil change, just $16.99. When the light comes on, just come in. Pep Boys does everything for less.
Why hang around waiting for opportunity to knock when instead you can track opportunity down and knock on its door? You might ask, what's the best way to identify where opportunity lives? Here's a hint. Its door is colored purple. Northwestern University. Opportunity awaits your knock.
As a kid, I would be jumping all over the place. My parents thought putting me in a controlled environment would be the safer option. That's how I started gymnastics. In March, I tore my meniscus in my right knee. I thought my season was over. I pushed myself through the rehab, and that actually helped me get better faster, helped me compete at the national championships, and help our team place second. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
BigTenNetwork.com. Your home for hundreds of Big Ten video highlights. Sign up for text alerts and find out when your school will be featured on any Big Ten Network show. Interact with your favorite Big Ten Network personalities and shows on Twitter and Facebook. And download our podcasts to take the Big Ten Network with you wherever you go. BigTenNetwork.com. Log on now.
You're watching the Big Ten's greatest games.
For 3 years, he was a dominant figure in the Southeastern Conference. Wore number 33 in college, 34 in the pros. That doesn't look like the same guy we see now with Miami.
Except for that jam right there. The results are still the same.
Impressive numbers. However, Bill, in 4 NCAA tournament games with Shaquille O'Neal, LSU only won 1 game. That's surprising.
Well, he only won 1 game, and Pete Maravich never got to the NCAA tournament.
What did you think,
that last call. Ivan Harris can't be in much better position than that.
Daryl Mitchell at the line for LSU shooting 2.
So Mitchell will go to the line.
Plus, Ivan Harris has picked up his second personal. The only senior on this LSU team, Daryl Mitchell. He was an off guard last year, has moved to the point with the injury to Tack Minor.
He's had a very good first half. Knocks both of those down.
39-31. LSU nearing the 3-minute mark. Mitchell all over Butler. He got a screen that time. Foster in traffic.
Well, there's not going to be anything go unchallenged in this game, and I think
oh boy,
no foul off the other end. We come down to this end. Whistle blows. Bad Mata upset.
Third foul on Ivan Harris. That's saying you got to call it on the other end.
This was a good call, though, on Ivan Harris this time. He got a piece of him. The no call at the other end might be questionable. Yeah. I'm sure Jaquel Foster would not agree, as Ivan Harris hasn't had a lot of playing time this year. And today, limited with 3 personal fouls.
And he's replaced by Matt Terwilliger. 9, make that a 10-point LSU lead. 2:45 left in the half. Butler to Dials. 12 for Dials.
John Brady with this lead can afford to leave Davis on the bench. He brought him back in for a quick field goal. Then when Ohio State started going inside again, he thought better of it with the lead and pulled his big center back out with the 2 personals.
Tasman Mitchell. Rebound Foster. Ohio State normally dominates teams in the first half. Not today.
Ohio State's also a team that likes to run with the defensive rebound because they have so many guards on the floor. Today they haven't been able to get defensive rebounds. They get one right here on the offensive glass. Terrence Dials getting it done again inside. Nice tip.
14 for the senior out of Youngstown, and these fans on their feet. 6-point LSU lead. Almost a turnover. It is.
Mitchell got up in the air, actually made a good save, but then panicked on the pass.
John Brady's club with 8 turnovers. And as John Brady told us yesterday, look, when you've got 7 freshmen, you got to live with some of those mistakes. Dials having a monster first half. Terwilliger inside the arc. Rebound Mitchell. The Mitchells not related. Tasman and this Mitchell, Darrell with the ball. 1:15 to play. Tigers by 6. Foster with a hustle. It's LSU ball. John Brady couldn't say enough about Jaquel Foster and the way he plays the game, and you'll see why right here.
Well, it's plays like that. Guy will give up his body anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell.
Good pressure there on the shot by Jaquel Foster. Ohio State will come out with this one.
Lazar steal by Butler. And a foul on Mitchell. And that was foolish because the Buckeyes were in trouble.
Well, Lewis was going to have a hard time keeping in bounds on that one. A great catch by Ron Lewis. Butler off the dribble, just one arms it to the other end.
Well, that could have been intentional.
Grabbed him with 2 hands around the waist. But the basketball was in the area.
And Glenn Davis is back in the game with 2 personal fouls.
Well, he must have a lot of confidence in Glenn Davis.
Interesting with a minute to go, Bill.
Very surprising.
Lewis will shoot his 5th free throw. He's nailed them all.
Hey, when you weigh 300 pounds, you can foul somebody without even knowing it.
Got them both. The only time the Buckeyes have trailed at half this year was in Des Moines. They're down 4, but this 13-4 run has everybody in this building on their feet.
Davis comes out high to help break the pressure. Good ball handler. Now spins down inside, calling for the ball.
Shot clock at 14. This is Davis against Dials. Oh, my.
Pretty move. How about that body balance and the feet? Great footwork. Faces up, makes a spin move inside, knocks it in with the left hand. That's why John Brady put him back in.
That's exactly right. Buckeyes playing for 1. Down 6.
Almost got to drive it on the guy with foul difficulties. Nice play by Butler.
Mitchell lets it fly. Short of the mark. As expected, Bill, some kind of entertainment here today.
A lot of action on the glass. Great first half.
Dials 14 points, 6 rebounds to lead the Buckeyes. But LSU has the lead. Only the second time this year the Buckeyes have trailed at half. They trailed Iowa State by 7 before rallying to win in Des Moines. Buckeyes down 4 here at intermission.
The second half of the Big Ten's greatest games when we come back.
Boy, he is a
Bingo. Got a new price on a flight to Maui. Junior, run the numbers.
On it, Dad.
Nobody move. I'm calling a family meeting.
There's no time. We're searching hundreds of sites for the cheapest flight.
What you're doing is setting a bad example for the kids. On Priceline, you can shop all these flights and get the best price guaranteed. And if you add a hotel and a car, you save even more.
Shut it down, people.
A family that saves together stays together.
All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball's greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network. There's nothing like the excitement of Big Ten football Saturday, and now you don't have to wait until the fall to experience it. Saturdays this summer, the Big Ten Network is replaying some of the top ball games from the 2009 season. This week, it's a rivalry showcase featuring a classic battle for the axe between Minnesota and Wisconsin, and the annual showdown between the Buckeyes and Wolverines. Big Ten football.
My name is Doug, and I am not an actor. I am the face of mesothelioma. I am a veteran with over 34 years of honorable military service and a great-grandfather. After being diagnosed, my doctors recommended an experienced law firm. I called 800-797-9000. They knew what financial assistance was available for me and my family. If someone you love has mesothelioma, I urge you to call 800-797-9000.
TireRack.com is more than just an online tire resource. We're your one-stop online tire know how, know who, and know what. With TireRack's online research tools, you'll know you're getting exactly the right tires for you, your car, and the way you drive it. Speaking of that, you know what else? Our prices are practically unbeatable. And that's all you need to know. Buy your next tires at Tire Rack and experience how we're revolutionizing the way you buy tires. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Offer the Big Ten Network. This is the Big Ten Network.
To start the second half, a tremendous atmosphere here today in Columbus. A big crowd ready to break in the new year, hopeful of an Ohio State win. LSU trying to spoil the party, leads 43-39. And Bill, any keys for you as you look at this second half?
Well, I thought John Brady's club got through a big key already, and that was keeping Davis out of foul difficulties. He only played 8 minutes. They had a larger lead. It cut it to 4 at the half. But LSU played extremely well in that first half. Ohio State, one of their keys was Terrence Dials played well, only has the one personal foul.
Oh my, Davis just picked up his third with a moving screen. 9 seconds into the second half.
And that's what we're saying. When you're of that size, they can happen strangely. Look at his fouls today. One on a moving screen, one he tripped over Terrence Dials going to the other end after a loose ball.
Dials wide open. Davis is hurt.
Took a little shot to the mouth. He says, what else can go wrong in 30 seconds? Picked up my third personal and got hit in the mouth at the other end.
2-point game. This is Davis against Dials. Sylvester stuck a hand in there. Reach in on Foster. That'll be his first. Bill, we talked about Dials and Davis in the open. Davis's numbers skewed a little bit because he only played 8 minutes in the first half.
Very effective 8 minutes, but now with 3 personal fouls. Terrence Dials continuing his good play as of late.
This is Davis against Dials. Good block out by Sullinger. Over the back on Thomas. That'll be his second.
Sullinger had 2 personals in the first half, only played 7 minutes.
Well, this is a game where the Buckeyes need J.J. Sullinger at his best.
Well, and he makes the block out and then held his position to keep Thomas away from the hoop. If you let somebody like Thomas just walk in under the basket, it gets into a jumping contest. Thomas has already shown who's going to win that one, and he just showed it again.
Davis runs it down. Davis now the point guard. Mitchell. Davis the rebound. And the putback, 4-point Tiger lead. 12 offensive rebounds for LSU. They have 10 defensive.
Well, when they go to the offensive glass, they produce. They just don't pull it back out and get another opportunity. It's usually somebody going up strong inside like Davis did right there. Terrence Dials answers with a nice roll.
Well, the thing you like about Dials today, Bill, 18 points, but he's met the challenge of the athleticism and the better talent that he's facing today than he's faced all year long.
Been very aggressive and taking the ball to the basket.
Thing about Dials, he's not taking a back seat to anybody. 2-point Tiger lead. This is Davis on the lob. Boy, he is a space eater, isn't he?
Once he gets it down in there, it's just no contest.
And there's the story of this game. Second chance points. LSU with an 11-point margin, and they lead the game by 4. Dials against
nice
Davis.
fake.
And a foul. That foul on Tyrus Thomas, his third, and very animated when the foul was called on. Oh, now how in the world do you complain about that?
Because you're a basketball player. That's why you complain about that. He said it was clean on the ball. It's the other 6 feet 6 inches where we had contact.
19 for Dials. 20. Dials had 23 the other night. He is really playing his best basketball as the Buckeyes get ready for Big Ten play.
There's Davis, all 300 pounds of him, out at half court again as he helps them break pressure. Now he moves back down in that low post.
Open look, Temple. Rebound, Sullinger. Starts the break. Foster. Missed another layup.
And I'll tell you, the way LSU has owned the glass in this game, a couple of times Ohio State guards have taken it inside. They're kind of hearing footsteps, waiting for the block.
Good point, Bill.
That time they had the advantage in numbers.
Davis.
Oh, nice rebound. A heck of a play.
Well, I tell you what, he picked up his third foul, and he's gotten more aggressive.
Well, Tom, that rebound didn't come to him. He went after it.
Yep. Dials double team, finds Sylvester. 49-47, LSU with the lead, but LSU getting into dangerous territory and fouls. Thomas and Davis both on the floor with 3.
And both of those guys are helping out against Terrence Dials down inside. Ohio State has gone in there continually here in the second half.
And this crowd trying to become a factor. Davis. He bricks it in. I mean, that hit the rim and went thud and dropped in. 51-47.
The crowd went thud also as it dropped through. Got quiet in here again. Just lob inside to Terrence again.
Who's it on? It's going to be.
That time it was on Mitchell helping out.
Buckeyes ball. LSU with the lead.
The help. Boy, does he help.
Uh-oh. Tasman Mitchell, another freshman.
Tennessee Williams spoke through stories. Michael Wilbon speaks with perspective. Charlene Barshevsky speaks through diplomacy. Gerald Ford spoke of world peace. Find your voice.
In challenging times like these, you turn to people with knowledge, those you can trust, who have strength and endurance. It's times like this when leaders show courage and believers stand out.
You can find them all right here at Penn State, where we're always thinking big.
Penn State, thinking big.
Sunday mornings on the Big Ten Network. Explore the events, topics, and people making headlines around the conference on the Sunday Showcase. See the best original programming from Big Ten universities. This week, see an original music review exploring the wonders of the printed pages, written, produced, and performed entirely by Northwestern students on WAMU 2009, one for the books. The Sunday Showcase begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network.
I'm just really excited. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to make it this far. For me to be able to do that and, fight through it and, get to the top, I'm ready for everything right there.
Big Ten All Access, tonight at 10 Eastern on the Big Ten Network.
There's one winner and the rest are losers.
Magic had a sixth sense for the game of basketball that went beyond the physical.
Big Ten Icons premieres this fall, only on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to the Big Ten's greatest games.
Two-time Big Ten Player of the Year, and the last time the Buckeyes had this kind of a start was when Jimmy Jackson was a sophomore, the 1990-91 season, when he was the consummate all-around player, wasn't he, Bill?
Just a man among boys, a great team leader. Could pass the basketball, could score the basketball, just made his team better and won a couple of Big Ten championships in the 3 years he played here.
And Jimmy Jackson still playing.
Exactly.
51-47, LSU on top. All day long we're reflecting back on some of the greats from both schools. Lewis in traffic. It's LSU's ball.
Intimidation right there. Lewis was inside, went up in the air. Saw Thomas along the back line ready to jump and block that shot. He just flipped it away rather than going on up with it.
That's 12 turnovers on Ohio State. This is Davis. Did he travel?
Wow, unbelievable.
Bill, he has
19 on the game now. He scored 10 points here in the second half. We haven't gone 5 minutes yet.
Well, he's got great feet for a 300-pounder, doesn't he?
Unbelievable. And here's what Ohio State needs to do. Terrence Styles.
Oh. Buckeyes thought maybe there was a goaltend. Thomas was
on the help. Boy, does he help.
Uh-oh. Tasman Mitchell, another freshman. Mr. Basketball in the state of Louisiana a year ago.
Sylvester didn't come over to help out. You saw great help defense at one end, no help defense at the other.
6 unanswered by the Tigers. Foster trying to get it going, got banged inside.
Shaquille Foster was bumped, but lucky once you turn your back and are going that hard, a lot of times that's when you pick up the player control foul.
That's the 5th team foul on LSU, 1 on Ohio State. Sylvester just threw it away. This is Thomas. That may be an over the back on LSU. No, it is not. It goes against the Buckeyes.
Ron Lewis comes out with his palms extended upward saying, what did I do? Nice play by Thomas, taking it to the hoop, cannot finish.
Wow.
And then there was a bump somewhere on the backside.
Thad Matta has been puzzled by a number of calls today. The 3 officials today officiate in both the Big Ten and the Southeastern Conference. 56-47 LSU, 14-21 left in the half. Thad Matta really upset with Gene Crawford.
Thad Matta looked over at us. He saw our hands up in the air. And he reacted to that. He's still pointing to us.
Oh boy, is he livid.
He's got to be careful.
Did he get a technical? I think Thad wanted them to ask for help.
He wants to know who the call was on and what happened. I think they are going to look at it.
Hey, that's a good official. Gene Crawford said, okay, I understand your point. Let me go get some help. That's an official that isn't afraid to ask for help.
Well, Tom, I'm not sure we even saw Lewis in the picture.
I didn't. I saw Sylvester.
So what we showed on our replay. Now, if that was the foul called out there, but the whistle didn't blow till now.
Right. And it should have been Temple at the line, not Tyrus.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
Been effective going after the dribble.
When students walk across the Purdue University campus, they're doing more than going to class. They're preparing to meet the challenges of a diverse and fast-paced world. Purdue students encounter ideas that span oceans and cross continents, inspiring new levels of innovation that will build a better future for people at home and around the globe. At Purdue, we're preparing tomorrow's leaders to deliver solutions for our changing world.
BigTenNetwork.com. Your home for hundreds of Big Ten video highlights. Sign up for text alerts and find out when your school will be featured on any Big Ten Network show. Interact with your favorite Big Ten Network personalities and shows on Twitter and Facebook. And download our podcasts to take the Big Ten Network with you wherever you go. BigTenNetwork.com. Log on now. All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network.
You're watching the Big Ten's greatest games.
So they called the foul way before the whistle blew. I mean, what they're saying, what Ron Lewis did, if that's the case, it should be Thomas.
10-point LSU lead. LSU has scored 8 straight, so the play stands as it was called. Sylvester, a 3-ball. Boy, that was huge.
Much needed for Ohio State. Gets the crowd back into it. But LSU has weathered every storm here today. Darryl Mitchell out on top, the senior point guard. Mays trying to kick it loose.
Davis had it stolen. Lewis got fouled. 6th team foul on the Tigers.
After the steal, little reach in and grab. LSU has been effective going after the dribble all day. This time they pick up a personal foul.
3rd on Temple, 6th team. Lazar all over Sylvester. Sylvester for 3. Tasman Mitchell with a rebound.
State showing a little 2-3 zone now.
Davis on Dials, in traffic. Back to Davis. And a reach-in foul on Foster. Second on Foster.
And there's this much quickness on the floor, and there's Foster coming in with the hands. He doesn't agree.
I tell you, Thad Matta is on the edge of getting a technical because he just doesn't feel like he's getting any calls.
Well, what's happened with all the close calls and a couple of calls that could have gone either way is you've got the crowd very much involved, and they're helping these officials now on every call. Nothing is right. A lot of personal starting to add up for both clubs.
The amazing thing, Bill, is Davis picked up his third personal 9 seconds into the half. And he's played 7 minutes without picking it up. A fourth foul.
Well, what he's done inside is if Dials really makes an aggressive move, he's just kind of playing stick defense and letting him go, but he's getting great help as John Brady now takes him out for a breather. But he's gotten great help from the rest of his teammates inside blocking shots.
This is Butler. The Buckeye perimeter game expected to be their strong point today over LSU. It's not been that so far.
Ohio State trying to slow down this zone, slow down this attack, going with the 2-3 again.
And LSU's not a good shooting team.
Well, Davis is the guy that gone through inside against the zone now with he on the bench.
Oh, a 3-ball for Mitchell, their one good shooter. And he got the look and got decked by Butler.
Well, what's so impressive about Mitchell? Every time Davis goes to the bench, Mitchell makes a play, and that's what you expect out of a senior. He takes over now with a chance at a 4-point play.
He may wear purple and gold, but he loves the colors scarlet and gray. Mitchell had a career 32 points against the Buckeyes a year ago, and today has 15.
Ohio State has to solve some things at the offensive end.
Lewis attacking and foul. Buckeyes in the bonus the rest of the way. That'll be a 2-shot foul. Thad Matta wants a goaltend.
Well, Thomas is such a leaper. He's going after every ball inside, and it looks like the Ohio State guards, when they penetrate, have one eye on the hoop, one eye looking for where Thomas is.
Yeah.
This time Lewis did take it aggressively. Thomas didn't disappoint them. He got a hand on the ball again.
Fourth foul on Garrett Temple. Buckeyes down 11. 12-14 left second half. Lewis off the bench finally misses a free throw. 7 of 8 at the line today for his 10 points. Freshman Ben Voog out of Oregon brings it up for the Tigers.
Ohio State stays in the 2-3.
On the alley-oop.
How about that?
Thomas with 11 points, 8 rebounds.
How impressive is this guy?
Oh. And 4 blocks.
The zone was there, but they were a little bit flat-footed. And I don't even know if they're active. They could have gotten to that ball. Thomas is the only guy that could have reached that thing.
This is Sullinger. He'll shoot 3. So the Buckeyes again have a big hill to climb.
I think the foul might have been down inside. Wow.
He's reluctant to shoot. Tasman Mitchell. Oh my.
I've always wanted to help people, and signing up for the National Guard was a thing that I've always kind of wanted to do. Going into my 3rd year, I was coming into my own as a wrestler here for the Gophers. I got a phone call that says I was going to Iraq. My job was a driver in a Humvee. There was definitely dangers on the road that really puts things into perspective. You come back from a tour like that, and it makes you realize a lot more about life. The experiences I've had have made me a better person. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
There's nothing like the excitement of Big Ten football Saturday, and now you don't have to wait until the fall to experience it. Saturdays this summer, the Big Ten Network is replaying some of the top football games from the 2009 season. This week, it's a rivalry showcase featuring a classic battle for the axe between Minnesota and Wisconsin, and the annual showdown between the Buckeyes and Wolverines. Big Ten football replays, Saturdays, only on the Big Ten Network.
That's what it should be right there. If we keep improving, believe in ourselves,
Big Ten Film Vault premieres this fall only on the Big Ten Network.
Every game in the Big Ten is physical. And that first one, when you're a freshman, when you're a little scrawny kid, it opens your eyes real fast.
You're telling me I'll get $5 grand to go pick up my ex-wife and bring her to jail? I won't even break a sweat.
You are a bounty hunter, please.
Well, I caught you, didn't I?
Get ready.
I'm not letting you take me to jail.
Good luck with that.
To get some action.
You probably have to pay for that.
Jennifer Aniston, Gerard Butler.
Come on.
The Bounty Hunter, now on pay-per-view.
Now available on Dish Cinema.
Hi, I'm Charlie Ergen, co-founder of Dish Network. I grew up in a small town, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and I learned early on that in a small town you don't always get the same service as you do in a big city. But I know local news and weather are important to everyone, and that's why Dish Network delivers local channels to every city in America. No one else can do that. So no matter where you live, you get the lowest nationwide prices and your local channels. I invite you to take a look at Dish Network, and let's watch TV.
You're watching the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to the Big Ten's greatest games.
Another of the all-time greats out of LSU, Bob Pettit Jr. A sensational collegiate career, had another terrific career in the NBA. He was a true Hall of Famer.
Great career after basketball in the banking industry. Just a tremendous man. Didn't live in the age where they made the kind of money they did today.
That's right.
Bob Pettit told us once he argued all night to try to make $25,000 with Ben Kerner, the owner of the Hawks, and he left at 2 in the morning with $24,500, he said.
Well, LSU making Bob Pettit proud today. They lead 64-51, 11:37 remaining.
And that foul was down inside, a push on Dials as Sullinger was in the act of shooting. So Terrence Dials goes back up to the line and continues his big day.
Free throws the story again today, although not as disproportionate as it was a year ago in Baton Rouge.
Ohio State coming now with full court pressure. Davis stays on the bench with the 3 personal fouls for LSU.
Buckeyes have not been able, though, to turn over LSU like they had hoped. This guy, a big reason why. Daryl Mitchell, what a player. Shot clock at 12. This is Voog. He's reluctant to shoot. Tasman Mitchell. Oh, my.
They're young, but very, very talented.
Aren't they?
This LSU club. They've hit big shots. Back up to 13 points.
That equals their biggest lead. Butler on the drive. Blocked again by Thomas. His 5th block.
He is a weapon at the defensive end.
You see the shooting. LSU continues to click. Buckeyes struggling, and that's because of the LSU interior defense as Voog forced to call the timeout to prevent the turnover. Ohio State still looking for a way to solve the Tigers. Down 13.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
They feed Dials, jump.
What's the difference between eHarmony and dating sites? Only eHarmony matches you on the deepest levels of compatibility. And to help you find the love of your life, you can now try eHarmony free for 10 days. Announcing eHarmony's biggest free communication event ever. 10 days to connect with your compatible matches with our guided communication. It's eHarmony's biggest free communication event, July 23rd through August 1st. See the difference compatibility makes. Visit eHarmony.com today.
Excellence, achievement, collaboration, impact. Themes synonymous with the University of Iowa. With an indelible legacy and an extraordinary future, the University of Iowa is a top-tier public institution that truly is transforming lives.
Sunday mornings on the Big Ten Network. Explore the events, topics, and people making headlines around the conference on the Sunday Showcase. See the best original programming from Big Ten universities. This week, see an original music review exploring the wonders of the printed pages, written, produced, and performed entirely by Northwestern students on WAMU 2009. One for the books. The Sunday Showcase begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network. All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball's greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network.
LSU has equaled its biggest lead of 13 with 10:35 to play. John Brady's club has lost 3 games by a total of 8 points. Their last loss came in Nevada against Cincinnati when they didn't score in the last 3 minutes. They did win a big one in Morgantown, and they've got a surprising 13-point lead in Columbus against unbeaten and 20th ranked Ohio State.
Down the stretch in that one, they went 5 straight possessions without even getting a shot off, turning it over.
Offensive foul away from the ball. It'll go against Magnum Roll.
Jaquel Foster checking back in, just 4 points today, Tom. Came in averaging a team high 17 a game. So Jaquel, with over 10 minutes left, the overall floor game has still been there with all the hustles and all the plays that he's made, but this team this year relies on his scoring.
Lewis got banged. He'll go to the line. Buckeyes in the double bonus the rest of this game. And that's the 4th personal foul on Tasman Mitchell.
A little crossover dribble, and there was the hold right there.
Boy, Lewis is so good at drawing contact. And he is 8 of 9 at the line today. So Mitchell with 4. Temple with 4. And Ron Lewis with 8 points from the charity stripe. The Buckeyes claw back to within 11. Halfway through the second half.
Crowd gets back into it a little bit. Ohio State picking up defensively. And every time in this situation today, LSU has answered the call. And they do again. Easy inside.
Tasman Mitchell. 13-point Tiger lead. And a reach-in foul on Daryl Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd. And checking back into the lineup is Glenn Davis.
Has he been the story of this game for a guy that's played as few minutes as Davis has to start this second half? He just took over.
He quieted everybody with 21 points so far in 15 minutes. Jaquel Foster to shoot 2. It's just been one of those days for Jaquel Foster, an 82% free throw shooter, as Glenn Davis back in.
Ohio State got into the double bonus with 10 minutes to go. You're going to get opportunities at the line, especially when you're trailing. You have to cash in. Gets one out of two.
12-point Tiger lead. Still a long way to go.
Ohio State will set up their pressure. And that's probably exactly what John Brady is thinking. It's a long way to go, especially when you have a relatively young team. But he spaced the big guy's time with his foul difficulties. So Mitchell and Davis and Tyrus Thomas has been unreal. And Sullinger returns the favor, gets a piece of the ball, a piece of Thomas.
Third foul on Sullinger.
Little spin move on the dribble.
I don't know. Tyrus Thomas, 57% free throw shooter. 68-56 LSU, 9:25 to play. Tell you what, they don't play like freshmen, do they?
Not at all.
Man.
Haven't here today, that's for sure.
And Glenn Davis is only a sophomore. Foster against Temple. They feed Dials, jump hook off the glass.
Nice move.
What a day he's having. Terrence Dials, his biggest game of the season, 24 points. Who kept his dribble alive. Now LSU content to run some shot clock. It's down to 14.
Good pressure on the basketball. This is when they've ended up going to Davis.
This is Mitchell. Rebound Lewis. That could have been the fourth foul on Glenn Davis.
Dials is beating him down the floor, but Lewis didn't see him.
Offensive foul on Ron Lewis. His second. And down on the ground is Daryl Mitchell, I believe, for the Tigers.
It's the left arm, the little push off right there with the elbow.
And Daryl Mitchell, the senior point guard, laying face first on the court. 69-58 LSU, 8:32 to play. I don't know if Mitchell's head hit the floor when he fell down.
He's such a competitor. You know this guy is hurt or he wouldn't be down. In fact, he went backwards and bumped his head. Sure did. Trying to square up.
Great job by our
position. And
camera crew with a great shot of that. And Mitchell may not know he's in Columbus right now. 69-58. Ohio State has 14 turnovers, and LSU has turned that into a 9-point advantage and lead by 11.
They've done a good job for most of the day solving the Ohio State pressure. A little bit of a zone press.
Boom into the front court. This is Thomas. Oh, what a rebound by Ron Lewis. He just took it away from Davis. Sullinger on the drive. Blocked again by Thomas. And Foster falling down, threw it away.
So tough possession for Ohio State, but a great block again inside from the help defense. He's going against Davis. That's from behind him.
5 blocks for Tyrus Thomas as Sullinger deflects it out.
Thomas has 5 blocks, and he's changed about 5 others at least.
Great point. Buckeyes need a spurt. Down 11 with just under 8 to play. On the baseline, Thomas, and he is having a huge game.
My coach told me that I should really be a coxswain. A coxswain is a little person sitting in the front of the boat, kind of like a mini coach. There's certain parts of the race where I need to keep the girls going. Give me these 2 seats in 10 strokes. Get your legs down and let's do this. I'm not sure where I got the energy to be a motivational force. I think I was just born with it. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
As you travel your way through Big Ten country, make sure you don't miss out on anything happening in the conference. Go to BigTenNetwork.com/hotels to see a list of the places that offer the Big Ten Network. The Big Ten Network welcomes Nebraska to the Big Ten Conference. BigTenNetwork.com, your home for hundreds of Big Ten video highlights. Sign up for text alerts and find out when your school will be featured on any Big Ten Network show. Interact with your favorite Big Ten Network personalities and shows on Twitter and Facebook. And download our podcasts to take the Big Ten Network with you wherever you go. BigTenNetwork.com. Log on now.
Last year, the fourth Buckeye to have his number retired here at Ohio State, John Havlicek.
One of the greatest winners and one of the greatest teammates of all time, not only at Ohio State, but of course Boston Celtic fame.
Won a national championship with the Buckeyes, had number 5 retired here.
Tom, we've shown those 4 jerseys today: Lucas, Havlicek, Jackson, and Brads. And of course, John played on that 1960 national championship team. Those 4 guys played 12 seasons at Ohio State, 11 Big Ten championships.
Incredible. Right now, though, the Buckeyes need to get things turned around. The clock's starting to become an enemy.
Ohio State stays with the 2-3. Davis down in the low post. Mitchell has not returned since bumping his head. Senior guard that's had such a great day for LSU.
4 to shoot. Davis on the turnaround. And another chance for the Tigers.
Good defensive possession for Ohio State, but great hustle by the Tigers getting it back. And as you mentioned, they can run more clock.
Davis on the turnaround. Sullinger runs it down. The Buckeyes today, a one-man team, Bill. It's Terrence Stiles carrying this club.
Well, we said at the top, both teams had inside-outside games. Ohio State's matched the inside game, and Stiles doesn't get it this time, but the outside game has not been there for the Buckeyes today. And Mitchell, who's waiting to come in at the scores table, has upheld his end of the bargain for the Tigers.
6:40 to play. Tigers with the ball, up 11. On the baseline, Thomas, and he is having a huge game. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks, 3 steals.
Pretty well says it, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? And a freshman at that. Foster for 3. The Buckeyes have made 3 threes today. They averaged 9 threes made per game coming in.
And it's about the only way they can get themselves back into this game is start connecting from behind the arc.
Davis powers his way in.
They're just doing what they want to do at the offensive end. It's their biggest lead of the game, 15.
Dials needs some help. 24 points, but the Buckeyes down 15, their biggest deficit.
And all season long, when someone's been off, someone else has picked them up. Lewis this time too strong. Foster runs it down.
Foster on the drive, he got bumped, so now they can cut into the deficit. With the clock stopped as Temple has fouled out of the game.
LSU foul number 14, Garrett Temple, is the 5th.
He's not really been a factor today. 4 points.
Substitution for
15-point Tiger lead on the road. One thing about freshmen, as John Brady said, you have to live with the ups and downs of freshmen, but Sometimes they go on the road, Bill, and they're almost too naive to know that this is supposed to be a tough place to come and win at.
Didn't realize they were in a big game, you're saying?
That's right. They haven't played like freshmen. Foster to shoot 2. Jaquel Foster has been held today to 6 points.
One shot.
That's 11 below his per game average. 14-point LSU lead, 5:36 remaining. And if the press is going to pay dividends, it needs to start doing so now.
Well, what's been interesting about their press breaker all day is the way they use Davis. And here,
oh, that's got to be intentional, and it is on Vood. That's 2 free throws and the basketball. And there's a freshman mistake.
Without question. You got a big lead, you're on the road, just grant the layup. You've already made a mistake, you make a mistake, compound it right there. Broke the press on the dribble. Foster comes with the steal. Just grabbed a hold. Foster gets the bounce.
That's the Jaquel Foster we have seen all season. Those are mighty big free throws. You stop clock. Now you're down 11. And the ball. And this crowd on its feet.
Crowd urging a run. This is how young teams have to grow up, though, on the road.
Foster spinning. What is it? LSU's ball. A steal by Lewis. Vood to beat. A 9-point game.
It started out as a simple football cheer. Today, it has become more. Much more. A bond between students, teachers, and alumni. A proud union that makes the world a better place through research and service. On campus, across the state, and around the world. It's an expression of community for Buckeyes everywhere.
Enduring tradition. Academic inspiration. Global engagement. That's the Michigan difference.
All week long, the Big Ten Network is giving you an all-access ticket to the Buckeyes. Every day, it's hours upon hours of must-see coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll see the top Olympic sports moments, football and basketball's greatest games, the best university showcase programming, and other school-specific shows and events. Get an all-access ticket to an entire week of the Buckeyes. All this week, only on the Big Ten Network. There's nothing like the excitement of Big Ten football Saturday, and now you don't have to wait until the fall to experience it. Saturdays this summer, the Big Ten Network is replaying some of the top football games from the 2009 season. This week, it's a rivalry showcase featuring a classic battle for the axe between Minnesota and Wisconsin, and the annual showdown between the Buckeyes and Wolverines. Big Ten football replays, Saturdays, only on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back to the Big Ten's greatest games.
As people were looking around, they just didn't take it up inside. And probably with reason.
Yeah.
Thomas has been after every one of those.
A steal by Lewis. Vood to beat. A 9-point game.
Nice play, scoring from their defense. Smart play by Davis at the end of that, not going for the block, not picking up that foul.
Davis almost turned it over.
Had the high dribble, but didn't turn it over.
A block inside. LSU ball. 6 unanswered points by Thad Matta's Buckeyes. LSU up 9, 4:36 to play. Ron Lewis just making the 1,000-point barrier. And what's the whistle on? Holding foul on Ohio State. Bonus time for the Tigers. Foster's third foul. And the guy you don't want at the line is there, Daryl Mitchell.
Well, we talked about Ohio State having the opportunity to cut into the lead with the clock stop. Daryl Mitchell now with an opportunity to add to it. And he does.
16 for Mitchell. Ten-point Tiger lead, making it a 4-possession game. Rebound, Dials. Every possession critical now. Sylvester to Butler. He's open.
Nice composure by Jamal Butler. Good stop, got his balance, knocked it in off the glass.
Now can they rattle the Tigers? 8-point LSU lead, 4 minutes to play.
Trying to keep it in their hands of their upperclassmen. This is Davis, the sophomore. Back to the senior.
Almost a steal. A rebound to Foster. Here come the Buckeyes.
Had the advantage in numbers. Kel Foster pulls it up.
And Butler didn't go with the bounce pass, and LSU picks it off.
Telegraphed it all the way. Dials was calling for it inside. Big possession there, lost by Ohio State, not even getting a shot airborne.
Davis will get it airborne. 25 for the sophomore. That's a huge turnaround. 10-point LSU lead, 3:12 to play. Sylvester for 3. Nobody there to get a rebound. Wow. Mitchell into the front court.
Ohio State looking for one more stop to see if they can put one last run together.
It's got to be Ohio State's ball as Thomas just got himself kind of hung up in no man's land. Buckeyes down 10, 2:46 still to play. Foster.
More of the Big Ten's greatest games after this timeout.
7-point game.
When I was in 7th grade, I got into cross country. I thought I was a long distance runner, and I thought that sprinting was not a thing for me. I was too small. In high school, I got in a car accident, and doctors told me that I shouldn't be running long distances anymore. So I started running the 400 hurdles, and I just fell in love with it. And I won't stop until 2012 in London. Whatever I have to do to get there, that's what I'll do. Big life, big stage, Big Ten.
Sunday mornings on the Big Ten Network. Explore the events, topics, and people making headlines around the conference on the Sunday Showcase. See the best original programming from Big Ten universities. This week, see an original music review exploring the wonders of the printed pages, written, produced, and performed entirely by Northwestern students on WAMU 2009. One for the books. The Sunday Showcase begins at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network.
Count 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, you know you're going to need new tires. It's inevitable, right? So why not get them from TireRack.com? With TireRack's online research tools, you'll know you're getting exactly the right tires for you, your car, and the way you drive it, all at a great price. Don't just change your tires, change the way you buy tires. The biggest selection of tires. One more way Tire Rack is revolutionizing the way you buy tires. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Premieres this fall only on the Big Ten Network. This is the Big Ten Network.
You're watching the Big Ten's greatest games.
2:46 to play in Columbus. LSU maintains its double-digit lead. Ohio State trying to remain one of 9 unbeaten teams in college basketball. The 20th ranked Buckeyes haven't been 10-0 since the 90-91 season. And it'll take a heck of a comeback today to stay unbeaten.
Young LSU basketball team, very impressive here on the road today.
Foster had it stolen. He comes and recovers.
What a play by Foster to get that one back.
Lewis will penetrate. Couldn't get the foul. Ohio State maintains possession. Right now, the Buckeyes almost have to score on every possession. Foster. Timeout, Ohio State. 7-point game.
Well, Jaquel Foster, moments ago, we had he had just 4 points, was having a quiet afternoon. That one takes him to 12 as he knocks in the triple. He continues to compete. That play after losing that ball and then regaining it, that hustle play is what gave his team another opportunity. And he makes it count.
John Brady said LSU could not allow Jaquel Foster to go wild. He's been held to 12 today, but suddenly he's come to life in the Buckeyes with only 4 triples today.
Thad Matta, after the made 3, taking a quick timeout, wants to set this defense.
Jaquel Foster with those 12 points, getting his first 3 ball, 6th best shooter in the country. Buckeyes have 3 timeouts remaining. LSU has 2. Possession arrow favors Ohio State.
A lot of leading scorers when they're having a tough day offensively give up on the other end, not Jaquel Foster.
No, you're right, Bill.
He still guards, he still makes the hustle plays.
Now LSU trying to run some clock. They are not a good free throw shooting team.